welcome back to Community Collab 360. I'm Emily Addis, your ACA Vice President and host. Today I'm with Travis Merrill, the Interim Executive Director of the Port of Allyn. How are you, Travis?
I'm great, Emily. Thank you. Good.
Well, we're glad to have you. And first of all, could you tell us how you became the Interim Executive Director? Kind of some series of events happened.
Yeah, so we experienced quite a loss, and we lost two executive directors and our operations manager in a 90-day span.
Wow, that's heartbreaking.
I have been the security advisor for the Port Administration for a little over 13 years.
Okay.
And had voiced a desire for the position before any of that really occurred. And so I just stepped in.
Yeah, fell into it naturally.
Yeah. I own a business in Belfair, and it was an easy transition for me to just come in and take care of the bills, take care of the administrative tasks.
Wow, well, we're lucky to have you, because that's a pretty crazy series of events to lose.
I appreciate the confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. What business in Belfair do you have?
I own Mr. Bill's Collectible World. It's a gaming and events coordinating business. We do video games, retro video games, Nintendo, all the way up to the most current platforms.
Very cool.
And then we do card gaming, which is our Pacific, more of what we're specialized in, so to speak, because we hold gaming tournaments for these different card games over the several different businesses have multiple different games.
Interesting.
And these games attract people from as far as Canada, California.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. I've had people from Montana come to play in my tournaments, and these are special tournaments that we have maybe once or twice a year.
Right.
They're for professional placement and pro tour qualifications in some of these games where they compete for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
At Mr. Bell's here in Belfair.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Mr. Bell's has been around a long time.
It sure has.
Yeah,
originally, Bill Palmroth had started Mr. Bill's.
Okay.
And he was the editor of the Belfair Herald, I believe.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. And your family's been around a really long time, too.
Yes.
Long time Mason County residents.
Frank and Rebecca Merrill are my parents. And Frank took over Jessfield Construction from Jim Jessfield back in the 90s and has been doing community work for quite some time.
They're always our go-to call. Anything, they're one of our first, so we're happy.
They've even done collaborative projects for the Port of Allyn. They helped actually build the kayak park launch ramp, which I had a little hand in, and then they did the concrete work for the bathrooms.
Okay. Yeah. Very cool.
And some other projects. The little rock wall behind there I actually built myself.
Hey, well, you stepped into this naturally then.
Yeah, just been around here a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. And so currently you are the interim, but you do plan to step in as a...
Yeah, if the commission will have me, I will continue to fill the role as long as I can make it work fiscally.
Yeah, absolutely. And we are going to be getting a new commissioner as well, correct?
Correct. So we took applications through the course of last month. Okay. And we've got 3 candidates. We've got Bob Allen. We've got Jim Freeman.
Okay.
And we have Michael Curtin, who will be all applying and interviewing here at an open meeting sometime at the end of the month. Okay,
wonderful. So everybody look to see when that meeting is. And
then just go to the Port of Allyn website and look for meeting documents. And that's where you'll find all of that information.
Good to know. Great. Do you have any specific plans or ideas for the port that during your...
I want to get that oyster house off the basketball court and down to the water, and that is one of our priorities. But our largest priority right now is an acquisition of a water system from the Carey family.
Okay, absolutely.
And that is very close in hand.
Well, that's good to know.
Very close.
And that would service all the uplands.
Yeah, so it'll service the entire Allyn Platte.
Right.
So that you've got Lakeland Village here at the top, and then you've got all the way down to the water, and that's considered the Allyn Platte of properties.
Okay.
And there is several hundred lots up there that could turn our community into a burgeoning source.
Okay.
So this acquisition of the water system and plans to continue to increase the water system capacity because of the amount of water right we have. We have the most water right in Allyn except for what Lakeland Village controls.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's great. So things are moving there.
Yeah, and that's how the Port of Allyn acquires more fiscal ability is by getting more homes into the community so that there's more tax dollars so that we have enough money to operate at the capacity for the public.
Yes, absolutely.
Because that's been a challenge for many years because we're this kind of like this middle port, this small middle port when it comes to the amount of money we have, and it does make it hard with the amount of facility we have. We have several pieces of property.
Yes.
And to upkeep all those, it's a large expense, but we're kind of in the parks business a little bit.
You are.
If you just look at all of our properties, we've got the North Shore Boat Marina.
Yes.
And we've got the ramp there. We've got our
that one's
facility
always
here in Allyn.
Confused me.
Everybody's like, why is this the Port of Allyn?
I know. I've had a lot of people.
This is on the Hood Canal.
I'm like, hey, meet me at the Port of Allyn boat launch on North Shore, and they always show up right here in Allyn.
Yep.
I'm like, no.
Yeah. When they called over the years in my security function, I always have to go, are you on the Hood Canal?
Yeah.
Or are you in Allyn?
Yeah, absolutely. What other parks? Sorry, I didn't.
So we do own a partnership property on Sweetwater.
Oh.
Sweetwater Creek, the water wheel.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is part of some planning.
Okay.
There's still a lot to go on that, and that's we are the sponsors with the Salmon Enhancement Group in that.
Okay.
To try to develop that and perhaps develop even further as part of the trail system that I believe Pat McCullough had some design work in. That is being pushed to try to see if we can accomplish. Because if we had a walking trail between Belfair and Allyn, it would.
It would be amazing.
It would be a game changer for how our communities connect.
Yeah, it sure would. And there is a little bit of disconnect, but I feel like we're closing that gap.
Yeah.
And so, that would be very cool. I didn't realize that it could extend that far.
Yes, I mean that's part of. I really believe that's part of the original plan that was drawn out.
I like that.
And we would be able to connect the new freight corridor with the old freight corridor. So Highway 3 and the freight corridor would have an interconnecting, personable path.
Big plans in the works.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of people are often confused that the Allyn Community Association and the Port of Allyn are two separate business entities, and we just have a relationship. Can you talk a little bit more on that?
So the Port of Allyn is actually a municipality.
Okay.
Yeah, we are literally small government. And then the ACA, I believe, is a non-for-profit.
Right.
Yeah, and we are separate entities that have a sponsorship connection.
Okay.
So we work together to create things for the community.
Right, like Allyn Days, which is our big one. Yeah.
And we'd like to see somehow, some way for us to create more of those opportunities. So we don't just have one Allyn Days a year.
Right.
Maybe we can get another type of festival going somewhere in the fall or somewhere in the spring. So we have more community engagement.
I'm always amazed at how many people from different areas Allyn Days brings.
Sure.
And, it would be really neat because everybody's just looking for things to do. And it'd be fun to have it in our hometown here.
And that's been the biggest challenge of living out in these rural areas is having things to do.
Yeah.
And that's why I've always had an open platform at my business, Mr. Bill's. Anybody can come in, sit down, and use the table space, no matter what I've got scheduled.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. Yeah. Remember that if you're looking for somewhere to go. Well, we are very excited about having you in office and kind of representing our little community here.
Great.
And I feel like I'm encouraged by some big things in the works.
Yeah.
So.
No, we're gonna open things up.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyone is always welcome in the community to come down and talk to me. I don't sit in the back. I sit in the front.
All right.
Well, you're the first face you'll see when you walk into the Port of Allyn.
Awesome. Well, I'm gonna stop in and say hello.
That sounds good.
And anybody else is welcome to do so. Come by and see Travis Merrill. He is at the Port of Allyn office right here in Allyn by the Waterfront Park. So we're encouraged, we're excited, and we look forward to seeing more from you. So thanks so much for joining us, and thank you, Travis, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe,
follow, and hit that notification bell. Ding, ding.
We are
Community Collab 360.